I really hope you guys are realizing this, and if you're not, I'm here to tell you powder melting spray is 100% a marketing term. And I don't understand the sheer volume of people who are coming out and saying that this is mind-blowing that it melts your powders. Every single setting spray is supposed to melt powders. So don't go thinking that this is some powder that is unlike the others and performs some very intricate function that all other setting sprays don't do. Nina Poole brought up how similar it feels to a milky toner. Obviously there are key differences. For the purposes of this video, I'm gonna compare the One Size powder melt spray to the Laneige cream skin. The first ingredient in both is water, and then in both formulations is a glycol. A glycol is a molecule that has two OH or alcohol groups. The reason that it attracts water. For the purposes of this, just know it's a humectant. But it's also a formula helper. In the milky toner, they use butylene glycol. In the powder melt spray, they use propanediol. Propanediol is a more lightweight glycol versus butylene glycol is thicker, heavier. The next ingredient in One Size is PVP. That's our film former. That's the reason that your makeup is staying on. And don't go thinking PVP is some new ingredient that they've come up with, because it is in a ton of formulas. It's in the Urban Decay All Nighter, it's in Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray, it's in Milani Make It Last, it's also in the MAC Fix Plus. The next ingredient is polyglycerol 10 myristate. Versus on the cream skin, they have polyglycerol 10 stearate. The main difference is the one in the setting spray is a lighter weight ingredient versus the one in the milky toner is much thicker, milkier, although a little bit further in the ingredient list. It also has a film former. It has a acrylates copolymer derivative, plus both formulas also have their own version of extracts and ceramides. So yes, the formulas are very similar, which is why it feels very similar if you just spray a milky toner and the powder melt setting spray. The difference comes from the PVP, mainly the film former that's very high in the ingredient list. But the fact that it melts powders is kind of the more basic part of it, because so can a bottle of water with glycerin in it. I'm picking up a lot of powder on this powder puff, and I'm gonna apply a good amount of it. This is just rose water plus glycerin. It was shiny, now it's all dried down and it's still like the powderiness is gone. If that doesn't explain how much of a marketing term powder melting is, then I don't know what else will. There's even more powder on the right side of my face, but I'm literally just gonna go in with the Laneige cream skin, pat it in. The nourishing agents are going to counteract the powders. On the right side of my face, I'm gonna use a traditional, this is the Milani Make It Last. Instantly the powders are melted, and that is the job of a setting spray. Everything's all dried down. Actual setting spray is the least shiny now. The milky toner left a sheen, as did the rose water and glycerin. But honestly, this Milani Make It Last looks a lot like what the powder melt looks like after it dries. Is this already a dupe?